Who was your favorite from that?
Bernie Mac,
Who stood
Bernie,
out the most?
Bernie,
Bernie,
Bernie.
Bernie
And,
number.
and while we on there, Bernie is in my Mount Rushmore. He's one of my Mount Rushmores. He's up
Abs-
there.
He des-
Sorry.
he deserves it. He deserves
He,
that.
he in my top four. Bernie, don't leave that list. That's how funny he was on the Kings of Comedy to me.
Right.
He just it, you gotta have charisma to do this, to be a comedian. You gotta be in touch with the audience. That's how you win. Whoever's the most relatable to the audience is the funniest. That's
Mhm.
how it go. If you can't reach them, you ain't the funniest.
Right. Absolutely. And
Yeah,
of course, on Mount Rushmore, I hope we all can agree, Dave Chappelle.
yeah.
I got him
Chappelle,
on mine.
Chappelle should definitely be on there. I I don't got him on mine, but he's in my top 10. He,
Word.
he's in my top 10 though, for sure.
I gotta hear the rest of your top 10 if Chappelle ain't up there, man.
Chappelle's definitely he's in my top 10 for sure. Chappelle.
I mean,
Um,
like
I,
Chappelle's show alone, like his stand up is on point, but Chappelle's show gave us, oh man, it just gave us
it,
so much content.
that's why I'm saying it's a lot of greats
Yeah.
on here. We can't be disrespectful at the same time because, like I told him, every one of these comedians stood a test of time, and they had a moment where they just stole the show, like Dave Chappelle did with his show,
Right.
with his skits,
Hmm.
with the Prince Joint, with
Oh,
the with
whew.
the with my man with my man on there. He did
Oh, Paul Mooney.
nah. Dave Chappelle did the Rick James. Rick
Yeah,
James.
yeah, the Rick James. Yeah,
The Rick James was fine. What the five fingers say to the face? Slap. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like it's certain moments you gotta respect these people, man. They was great.
You
yeah. Yo,
oh you can't
you
forget
saw
about
my
I'm
man
on you
Diddy
can't
when he was
You
in Dave.
can't forget you can't forget about Half Baked. What he did on Half Baked was
Oh,
like the man is a bona fide legend in this
legend,
comedian. He's a
legend.
legend. He know he is. Because
Right.
to me, most of these comedians might start off as stand up and they on the stage, but you're funny if I could pull you from that and pull you in the movie. You're funny if I could pull you from that and put you in your own show. You're funny if I could take you here and take you there, and I just don't have to look at you from on that stage. You get your mark off that stage, and they want to use you. Dave
Right.
Chappelle was one of them.
Yeah, yeah.
He on my list. He's definitely on my list.
Yeah.
Um, me personally. I watched all of them growing up, like you said, but to me, Eddie Murphy is the goat.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
He up
he the
there.
goat. Eddie, I got Eddie, I got Martin Lawrence, I got Bernie Mac, I got Richard Pryor, I got Red Fox, I got Kevin Hart, Cat Williams, Dave Chappelle, Chris Tucker,
Chris Tucker.
all all them go on there.
I
All
forgot Chris Tucker. I forgot about Chris Tucker.
all
You
them go on there.
Yo, you know who was famous, but I mean not really famous, but actually he was famous and funny, but I don't think he was trying to be funny, but he was John Amos from Good Times. He, he was hilarious, like
But
anger.
see,
His
but
anger,
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. He stole the show with his seriousness
right.
because he was real serious, but the audience felt the real out of him though. You see what
Well,
I'm saying?
yeah,
He
he was
gave it to the
underrated.
camera. Yeah.
big big time, man. That dude, man.
Uh, I mean, he didn't have a lot of roles, but I like Robin Hearns too from Baby Kids. He
Oh
didn't
yeah,
have he didn't
yeah.
have a lot of roles, but he was funny on stand up. He was funny on Kid and Play. when he told my man, "You better not ever do a crime. All they got to do is follow the drip, follow the drip."
Yeah, that's a
Like all that was dope, man. That was dope. Like these guys need their flowers for real.
Mm-hmm.
And when you can make moments like that, that's why I wanted to do this, because all of them had a moment where they stood out. All of them.
Yeah. Right. And you know, I mean, this dude, he obviously can't be at the top. Well, y'all could tell me, because I feel like I didn't see him until Friday, and next Friday and Friday after next. The dude, I'm picky, nickel. Like that dude is,
Oh,
who is
What's
that
up?
dude?
hey, he's like, to me, he's like Morgan Freeman, right? Because every time it's like they never age.
Whoa.
They just
I
look
like
they look the same in it. They look the same in the 90s as they do now. Like he
That's a
doesn't look any different than he did in Friday at all. I know you told me, I can't think of his name,
yeah.
but he's in everything. He got around. I'm surprised how known he was, and I really didn't pay him much
Yeah.
attention.
I remember, like, he played a lot of serious roles, but I clearly remember his role in Don't Be a Menace. He played the dude Chauncey, who was a hater.
Chauncey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was the hater who dropped the dime on Kane. No,
said-
he dropped the dime on O-Dog, really, and Kane, really.
Yeah, he said, "Wait till 5-0 get a hold of this tape."
Yeah, that's yo, Chauncey, grimy ass. Yo,
He said, "We're gonna see how they look when they get a hold of this tape, though."
for real. He was like, "Word, take a look at your eye, nigga."
Yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna see.
He was tight. Yeah, he never should have been pushing up on Jada Pinkett like that, man. He trying to get that alopecia, man.
I'm trying to tell you. Oh man, go ahead.
Word.
Oh, he didn't hit the alopecia. Chris
Yeah.
Rock is on there. Chris Rock is in my top 10. I got Chris Rock in there. Chris
Yo,
Rock dope.
all the way up there, all the way.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta have my man in there, Pookie. I gotta have Pookie in there. You know what I mean?
Phenomenal performance in that too. Phenomenal.
But even if you do a top 10, fellas, really, because like I was talking about all these moments, you're going to leave somebody out that's great. That's why I wanted to do this. You're gonna leave somebody out that deserve it. That's just what it is. They had some great careers.
Right.
You know what I mean? But yeah, man, it's a lot of them that was funny.
Yeah, y'all really enlightening me with this conversation, because you know, when I think about the greats, you know, I didn't even realize that the list could be this expansive. This is wild, you know. I think about somebody like John Boone, and
Yes, Pops. Pops
didn't
got to be in there. Sorry,
on
Pops.
Friday, you know,
Yeah.
and he followed me into the Boondocks where he played Granddad, and he had me crying. He's the man.
Yeah, he is.
Really.
But what about Boomerang?
And
You
Boomerang.
you can't let Pooh Nanny whip you. You gotta whip that. Ooh,
Oh yeah, that's
bang, 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 bang.
word.
He a legend, man. Pops is a legend. Bonafide.
Real.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I take somebody off for Pops. He in my top 10. Somebody got to come off, but he in there.
Yeah, you sleeping on David Letterman though.
Let
No,
him.
I'm not.
Letterman,
Jay Leno,
Jim Curry, Jay
Jim
Leno,
Curry,
Woody Allen.
Tom Hanks, Forrest Gump. No,
Hold up. Did you just say Forrest Gump? Are we laughing at the fact that are we laughing at the fact that he was
Yo,
disabled? Is that
it was
is that what we
it
doing?
was
Because I
it was a
what's
part
what's
on it was
going
just a
on?
part on there. It was a part on there, man. It was just funny, man. I'm sorry. It was just funny. That joke with Jenny, man, him and Jenny. That was terrible.
I'm trying to think who else now, man. Y'all really got me thinking, man. Oh man. There's
I think Patrice O'Neal was super slept on.
Patrice O'Neal. Give me a Patrice O'Neal example. Where I know him from?
Uh, all I can say is, man, Google him.
Google.
Google him. Dude was like he was like unfiltered. He was like George Carlin
Yeah,
in Super Saiyan mode.
George Carlin, he be wilding, but I don't know. There's some comedy that's a little too raw for me, like just like a little bit too raw. And that's how George Carlin was, but at the same time, he was telling a lot of truths, and that's why I feel like they knocked him off. Sometimes people, they come out and it's more than just the comedy, like people like Eddie Griffin. The reason why Eddie Griffin's not, right now in Netflix specials and this and that, I feel like he just says way too much that hits home. He talking about the pyramids, he talking about positive black image, different things like that. People like Kevin Hart, and I'm not saying Kevin Hart's not funny, but Kevin Hart doesn't really touch on those lanes. He sticks to the lane of, yo, I'm gonna be the funny guy. I'm gonna be the funny guy, the money guy. Exactly. The funny money.
It's the money. They know if you go that route, it's gonna affect your pocket.
True.
I try to run away, and I mean sometimes you need to go there. That's what they be thinking about. I don't want to touch too much on it because they'll take away my tours and all of that.
That's true. You're right.
I won't be able to get deals and stuff like that.
Can we end this whole debate on who's funnier between Cat Williams and Kevin Hart?
I say Cat, hands down. Come on, bro. Cat. Listen, Cat has, like all you got to do is this. If you can go in your example of comedic moment wise, if you jump in that bag, who you pulling out more tallies for, Cat or Kevin? It's gonna be Cat. You got a pivot name, Cat. You got
Cat gonna win. Cat gonna win because, like you just touched on, they be going at the jokes be real. Like as they say, what they say about jokes is there's a lot of truth in jokes. If you really listen to a joke, it's true. And like you said, they want to hold back certain comedians because they're at home. Some people be like what Cat Williams did. It's conviction.
Your audio cutting in and out a little bit.
Okay, am I coming in?
Yeah, you good. I just wanted to make sure I can hear everything you're saying. My fault.
Appreciate you, bro.
Gotcha.
But yeah, but they say there's a lot of truth in jokes. Cat, I think Cat go a little bit more in depth than Kevin Hart will. He'll stay on that, he'll stay in that lane. And Cat gonna cross the gun line. I think when you talk about comedy, most times the funniest, you got to be creative. I'm not saying Kevin Hart is creative, but I like Def Jam. I like that raw stuff. Who gonna go further with it? And I feel like when Cat Williams sat down and gave you that spilled that tea. I mean, it's enough said. Everybody don't have the heart to do that.
Yeah, man. I had to start doing some digging about a lot of the stuff he was saying, and I mean, listen, man. That whole Cedric thing where he took that Buminicious, the body, yo,
Yeah.
it's a funny joke, but I can't front. He stole it basically word for word from somebody else.
Exactly. And what about and we ain't say nothing about your boy hanging with Mr. Cooper? He wasn't on there.
Oh yeah,
Steve Harvey stole him. Mark Curry, yeah, he wasn't on there.
Mark Curry, man. Yeah, he a classic dude too, man. I forgot about him. Even if we take it back, when I was a youngin, we used to have that show Rock on. Rock was dumb funny.
Keenan and Kel.
Yo, oh, I forgot about them too. Those my
Clifton
dudes.
Powell.
Keenan
Clifton
and Kel.
Powell.
There you go, Clifton Powell. Chauncey. That's
Hold on.
Chauncey. Clifton Powell.
Who did you say? Yeah,
That's
yeah,
it. That was
yeah,
his name. That was his name on Menace to Society. Then I like the role he did on Jamie Foxx on Ray.
You said in Ray, right? Yeah,
In
yeah,
Ray,
yeah.
yeah.
Played a good part in that, like one of the managers.
Damn, I
Kinda.
ain't.
That was funny. He played that part too.
So what's who? Real quick, I gotta know who's on your list, because
All
we heard his, but I want to hear.
right. So I gotta say it like this. My list is fairly simple, man. But I guess it's kind of different because it's based on, impact or whatever.
Yeah.
So I gotta say Dave Chappelle is my number one. I done listened to Killing Me Softly and What's It Worth. Those two comedy specials, I listened to that too many times. Like I know them like word for word, So Dave Chappelle's number one for me. After that, I gotta say Martin. Martin is a classic dude. Blue Streak is my number one movie, and it had him and Chappelle in it. Like that's
Yeah,
just
that
my.
was funny. That was dope.
After that, I'm gonna be controversial. Chris Farley. Chris Farley to me, he was taken from us too soon. The dude was hysterical, from SNL all the way to his movies, Black Sheep. Tommy Boy. Tommy Boy is one of my favorite movies. You know what's funny? When I mentioned Chris Farley, I actually have to go back. My real number 3 is actually Jim Carrey, because I was a Jim Carrey fan growing up.
The
Crazy.
mask. The
What?
mask. Yes.
Torah? Oh my
Mhm.
goodness. Bro, I used to cry.
Fire Marshall Bill on Living Color.
Yo, for real. Let me tell you something.
let,
All of that, yo.
let me tell you something.
Dope.
Yeah.
That
So I got Dave Chappelle. I'm gonna say Jim Carrey's number 2 now. Dave Chappelle, Jim Carrey, Martin Lawrence, Chris Farley, my number 4. And then for my number 5, if I could throw anybody up there, you know what's crazy? Y'all probably ain't gonna like this one, but he was a partner of Chris Farley, David Spade. David Spade is dumb funny on the low.
Hey, he's super slept on. Super slept on.
Slept on because he
I
got
can't
this
even
really
hold it.
sarcastic.
He's low key.
Yeah, it's that
he be
sarcastic.
he be getting his stuff in though. He got some jabs with comedy. He jab you with his comedy. It's funny.
For real. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's got to be a top 5 for me right there. But of course, y'all will probably name somebody that could knock them off the list. Like for instance, you didn't even hear me say Eddie Murphy. So easily one of them guys could get knocked off because
What
Eddie
about
Murphy.
what about Marlon Wayans?
Oh yeah.
Who's
Woo!
I got
The Wayans brothers.
better question. Question. Who's the funniest Wayans?
Yo, that's a tough one though, because when I think back to "I'm gonna get you, sucker," my bunion, yo, that big ass bunion, yo, yo, I don't know, man, because
Yeah.
Kim Wayans need to be put in one of the top female comedians of all time. She was funny.
OD,
She need her flowers. The sister, she's funny.
for real,
She need to get her flowers for that.
for real. Oh
No.
man,
That's all of them was super gifted, man. Like